Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Bold and the Beautiful shocks as Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, just found out that Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, has a new man in her life, and he's already freaking out about this bombshell. So right now we have Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, all worked up at the idea that Taylor and Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, are considering this forbidden romance that could trigger Sheila Carter to go unhinged again and come after everybody. Steffy thinks Ridge might be able to shut Taylor down, but I don't think that's going to work. I think it might backfire. After talking to Finn about how dangerous Sheila will be if she finds out Deacon and Taylor are falling in love, Steffy went over to the office to tell Ridge what's going on. So Steffy told her dad that Taylor's seeing somebody, and not only is it a married man, but that man is married to Sheila. So of course Ridge can't believe it, and he asks Steffy, is Taylor really hooking up with Deacon? I mean, clearly Steffy's hoping that Ridge will have her back and will apply pressure to Taylor and demand she stays away from Deacon, and I think that is exactly what Ridge is going to try to do. Steffy already told Taylor if she pursues a relationship with Deacon, she's going to cut Taylor out of her life and also cut her out of the kids' lives. And Deacon just asked Taylor if she thinks Steffy meant that or if she's bluffing, and Taylor said, yeah, she believes it. So, we all know Steffy's desperate to stop this, and given how bossy that Ridge is, you know he's going to march over and tell Taylor that yes, he wants her to be happy, but it can't be with Deacon. I think Ridge will do to Taylor what he did to Brooke Logan when they were broken up. If you remember, Ridge told Brooke that he wanted her to be happy and said she could date anybody she wanted except for Nick Maroney. So, as if Ridge gets to decide who his ex can and cannot date, but you know how he is. Ridge always thinks that he's the one who gets to decide things for other people. And Brooke didn't appreciate it when Ridge stuck his nose where it didn't belong, and I don't think Taylor's going to appreciate it either. But the big difference is Brooke was dangling Nick in front of Ridge to make him jealous so he would come back to her. With Taylor, that's not what she's doing at all. She's not dangling Deacon in anybody's face, and Taylor has legitimately fallen for Deacon and wants to be with him. She thinks that he's her person. But I think Ridge is going to trot over and tell Taylor she's got to drop this and go find another man, any other man. And I don't think she's going to listen to Ridge. And I think that he may actually explode on her and lose patience. I don't think Taylor's going to put up with Ridge telling her anything about her love life, because Taylor certainly didn't want Ridge to go running back to Brooke, but he did it anyway. He went behind her back and he betrayed Taylor again. So Ridge should have no say-so, but that doesn't mean that'll stop him from trying to. I think he's going to confront Taylor and make demands, and Ridge does not have any moral ground in any capacity. And if Taylor has decided she's not afraid of Sheila, I don't think Taylor's going to let Ridge get in her way either. But of course, that won't stop Ridge from running his mouth about Taylor seeing Deacon. And I'm sure Ridge will lecture Taylor and tell her she's being foolish and putting everybody at risk because she's got some silly little rebound crush on Deacon. I'm sure Ridge is going to marginalize any feelings that Taylor says she has for Deacon. And I mean, Steffy's not wrong that Sheila is downright dangerous, and I'm sure Ridge will share Steffy's concerns and make the same argument that Sheila is a threat to Taylor and the whole family. While that is true, at the same time, she's a grown woman, and Taylor can decide who she wants to date. In the end, though, Ridge has no right to say anything to Taylor about any of her life choices when he chose Brooke. You know, Ridge lost any right to weigh in on Taylor's love life, or honestly, any aspect of her life. But we all know that Ridge is probably going to tell Taylor this is nonsense. She doesn't really love Deacon. She can't love him. And I expect to see Ridge demand that Taylor put a stop to it right now before it goes any further. You know, classic Ridge, bossy big mouth style. But I think if he goes and blows up at Taylor or tries to say her feelings for Deacon aren't real or aren't valid, that's not going to go well. Even worse, and this is legit, Ridge may try and make this about himself, like he crushed Taylor so badly that she's not thinking straight and she's just rebounding blindly with Deacon. And in the end, I think this will just make Taylor want Deacon even more. Taylor may actually enjoy knowing it's bothering Ridge that she's moving on with another man,
And if he doesn't make any progress talking sense to Taylor, I expect Ridge may then go and confront Deacon. Ridge may get in Deacon's face and tell him, leave Taylor alone. Go back to your psycho wife, Sheila. Leave a nice woman like Taylor alone, because Deacon doesn't deserve her. But if Ridge does that, I also expect Deacon to go off on Ridge about how he mistreated Taylor. Deacon may tell Ridge he's the one who never deserved Taylor. And I think we can all see Deacon truly loves Taylor, and he wants to be her destiny. Deacon really thinks he and Taylor are soulmates, and this is the chance to have a big love of their lives together. And I'm sure Ridge thinks that he's the one that Taylor will always want. So this could be a real hit to Ridge's ego. I can absolutely see Deacon and Ridge going at it over Taylor, but hopefully not where Sheila is going to overhear. We do know she is going to find out and go nuts. I also expect Brooke will disagree with Ridge, and I think she's going to ship Taylor and Deacon. Brooke might even go tell Taylor, watch out for Sheila, but otherwise go for it. And if Hope Logan hears Ridge trash-talking Deacon over this Taylor thing, I think Hope will have an issue with that. She may have some things to say to Ridge. This week, Hope is chatting with Sheila at Il Gardino, and I think we may see Hope trying to low-key influence Sheila. We could see Hope telling Sheila the way she can prove that she really has changed is to let Deacon go and to do it peacefully so that he can spend time with his family and move forward with his life. If you remember back when Sheila shot Taylor years and years ago and she supposedly died, then we had Ridge as a grieving widower. Widower because he had been happily married to Taylor at that moment, and her being presumed dead was why he wound up with Brooke. So there's a faction of B&B fans that think Sheila owes Taylor a husband because she ruined things with Ridge by killing her, and then he wound up with Brooke. So wait and see if Taylor listens to Ridge. I don't expect her to listen at all, and I think Taylor insisting that she really loves Deacon could push Ridge into totally losing his temper. I hope there's a big explosion, and I hope Taylor puts Ridge right in his place.